So Elon's in the news again, but no, it's not for anything political this time. Instead, this has everything to do with Path of Exile 2. That is right, Path of Exile 2, the brand new action RPG that's currently on early access, somehow has Elon wrapped in a weird controversy. Now, all this stemmed from a very recent livestream that Elon did over on X, where he streamed Path of Exile 2 for about an hour and a half, where he showcased his level 95 hardcore character in the game. Now, with hardcore characters on these types of games, what that means is when you're dead, that character is gone. And for a level 95 character in PoE2, that takes a lot of work and a lot of time as well. Now, where the controversy is coming from is the fact that while people were watching him live stream, they happened to notice a couple of red flags that made it seem like this might not have been an account that he kind of took all the way from infancy to level 95 all by himself. Now, some of the red flags that were noted were things like the fact that Elon was seen repeatedly clicking on map nodes that weren't connected. Now, maps are part of the end game of Path of Exile 2, and for him to have a level 95 character, that would mean that he has had to have done a shit ton of maps by that point. So the fact that he didn't know that that node wasn't connected was a little strange. And another thing people noticed was the fact that in his inventory, he had a lot of items that would be considered trash, considering for his level 95 status. And whenever he went into a new dungeon or a new run, he still went in with a full inventory, and then he seemed confused when he tried picking new stuff up and his inventory was full. Again, that was a little odd. And another thing that really tripped people up was when Elon was showcasing his build, showing all the items he had, the stats that were on them and everything, and he ended up having a weird thing where he couldn't tell the difference between the level requirements on an item versus the item's actual level. So he kept saying that his items were of a low level, meanwhile, they're actually of a very high level, especially for his character. What he was pointing out was the level requirement just to be able to even use the item to begin with. So a lot of folks found that incredibly odd, that for someone who would have grinded and built that character to the point that it wouldn't even be able to tell something that was that fundamental to the game that you pretty much start to see from the early parts of it. Now, I will of course say that at the end of the day, throughout the entirety of his stream, he never died once, because if he did, he would have lost his character. So at least he knows how to play the game, even though some folks say that the build that he has is not that difficult and it's pretty high damage, but he was still playing the game and he looked like he was having fun, which I think is the most important part, right?